Okay, so we are we're here now. We finally found the mystery music playing. It's a plugin called Pretzel Rocks, and it just automatically started playing. I don't know what was going on. What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up, Projects? Alex, how you doing, buddy? What's up, Vince? Pyro, Heidi. Oh my gosh, Howie, Brad. What's going on, everybody? Oh my lord. Let me wait. Is this thing streaming to Facebook too? Oh dear God. I didn't select Facebook, but whatever. It's streaming. I don't give a crap. We are here. It's been a minute since I've done a live stream, guys. It seems like one thing or another, just something's not working properly. You know what I mean? Okay, so let me pop this into the side window here and put this where it's supposed to be, right there. Nope, that's not where that's supposed to be. That's supposed to be right over here. And then this is supposed to be over here. And then that goes over here. There. Now we're going on. What's up, DV? How you doing, my friend? And because I'm late, I'm not even going to bother. We're just going to go ahead and get right into it. And where did Streamlabs go? There we go. Streamlabs is there, and we'll pop that up there. EV, how's it going? The weather is beautiful. It's 70 degrees here in the great state of Colorado. Let me go to live stream. Oh my God, this live screen. How's everybody doing? I don't know if I look like I'm doing better or not. I've been sicker than hell for the last few days. If anybody didn't know, I had to take my wife up to a sleep study, and on the process, I started feeling ill. Now, if you guys don't know, I am on some really harsh ass medication for arthritis that suppresses your immune system. I never get sick. I now get sick, apparently. I'm feeling better, though. Thank you. There I am. What's up, Pop Away? How you doing, my friend? I had numerous issues, and yeah, and you guys are gonna have to forgive me. I did slice open the tape ahead of time. I just had to make sure that everything was actually in there, because part of the tape was already ripped open, and I wanted to see what was inside. Two boxes. That was what was inside. But we have a new project that we've been waiting for well over a month. Very impatiently, might I add. There was some mix up at customs and all sorts of crap. And I'm not wearing my mic. I just found out. There, I should probably sound better now. What's up, Matt Creative? How's everybody doing, by the way? You guys, the starting screen is still on? No, it is not. Wait. No, let me refresh Twitch here, by the way. Because Twitch says I'm offline. There, I am not offline. And it says that I'm online on Facebook, too. I can't verify that because I'm not going to go look. So let's just dig right into this right here. We got this from the great Fabrico, Hector. Yeah. So I've already sliced it, so you guys don't get that pleasure. And should we do a top-down view? You guys want to see that? I sounded just fine, probably, because these are good mics. Blame the honey badger. Always blame the honey badger. You guys want a top-down view? That was when I wrote that. It's normal now. Oh, I don't know when you wrote that. I don't see a timestamp. Let's do a top-down view. Ta-da! Look, I was smart. I scratched my info out. Although some of you already have my address, so it doesn't really matter. Wait. Why is that blurry? Is that blurry to you guys, or is it just my eyesight? Hello? You want to focus? That's a hell of a blurry box here. We'll just hold this son bitch up there. Yeah, it is blurry. Why is it doing that? Hold on. There's a button on this camera to make it autofocus. Where's this button? There it is. It didn't do what it's supposed to. Nope, that's not it. Is the camera focused? It's an auto-focusing camera. I'm gonna have to be stupid and climb up on a chair because this thing's mounted way up here. If I fall and die, you guys know why. Oh, clicking the wrong one. Does that look better? I think that looks better. I can't see the screen from over here. Oh, that looks so much better. If you click the right button, it actually works. All right, ready? We have 2 more flaps. We have 2 more flaps, ladies and gentlemen. The box is made by Uline. So we now know, without a doubt, where Fabrigo gets their boxes from. Uline. Now, before we go into this, those of you that don't already know, you cannot chime in on this. What do you think this project is? Just give me a minute. Is it a printer project? Is it something much different? Coffee. It is 11:46 a.m. Mountain Time, and I am still drinking coffee because I'm exhausted. It's definitely not a damn box turtle. You know that. But I will like to say I want to thank my filament sponsor, Central 3D, for sponsoring the filament for this. Now, although you cannot buy a damn thing from him currently because he's in the process of moving, once they are back up and running, go to central3dprinting.com. They sell all sorts of goodies, including some of the best damn ABS Plus filament you'll ever find. All right, you all are not participating. Can you read it? Can you read it? Can you read it? Look, it did it again. It went out of focus. Da, 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 da. The Mandic Relay LDO Voron PC case kit. Dun, dun, dun. This thing has been assembled, shipped overseas, stuck in customs, burned up in a laser. Yeah, baby. inspired by a Voron. It's a PC case that just won't quit. Heidi, you are on that. Can you smell what that box is cooking? You are awful, Brad. And I actually haven't even looked at these. Oh, this is fascinating. Okay. I might have to, before we open the box, I might have to get old Hector. Because there's something I want you guys to read this. Can you guys see that? Here, let me turn it upside down. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hey. There we go. There we go. You guys see it? Voron PC, clear with no fans. You guys see that, right? You guys see it? It says Voron PC, clear with no fans. And funny enough, it's got my name and address in there on this, but that's all right. It was too small to read, and nobody cares. And if you did get my address, I just expect you to send me goodies. You've had some extended time off. I've had some extended time off. Here, look. See, look at this. There's the label. Voron PC, clear with no fans. Everybody see it. All right. We're gonna pop this open because yes, I wanted no fans in this. Let's make sure that that was the case. Because here's the back panel. There is a single 120 on the back panel, and it looks like an 80, no, a 60 or something of that sort, which is fine. But it did appear that there might be a fan cutout in one of the panels. So we got beautifully cut, by the way. That's actually a 140, not a 120. Stand by. That's a 140 fan. I'm going to have to order a new fan. I don't have any 140s. I have 120s. That's okay. We'll make it work. Whoa, whoa, check it out. Check it out. Can you see it? You just said that, but it's probably smoke. Look at the smoke dots on it. Hopefully that didn't go all the way through. I'm not sure which exact piece that is. Not sure which exact piece that is. And that is what I was kind of worried about. I specified no fans. That doesn't appear to be a fan cutout. I don't know what that is. And that is not clear. That is a smoked piece. I don't know what that is. We'll find out. And that is black as well. Oddly enough, that looks very familiar. The printed bottom, I did not know that that was going to be coming in as a one piece. So I printed the bottom. Isn't that funny? And then we have the two side panels, which I'm just going to go ahead and leave in here. But it looks nice. It looks very nice. So Groovy, groovy, groovy. What do we got going on? Okay. Um, oh, yeah. I was like, where did I put the main box? Now, rumor has it that LDO is sending something special. Paddle with holes in it. LDO is sending something special in these kits now. We'll find out here in a minute. So we've got some VHB tape and some foam tape. That is a lot of tape. And let's just open up the kit here and just go through everything. Uh-oh, there's a paddle with some holes. What else we got here? Some YouTube batteries. Wallaby way. Now we got some thumb screws. That's pretty nifty. M3 thumb screws. Some machine screws. Button head machine screws. So we have some button head M3 by 10s. Some button head M3 by 6s. Some button head M3 by 16s. Some button head M3 by 35s. Those are some long suckers. We got some roll-in T-nuts. Ah, these are nice ones with the bearings in them. We got some M5 by 8s. M3 by 35s. Oh, these are SHCSs, the shank version. Those are nice. M5 by 10. M3 by 8s. That's a lot of M3 by 8s. If you guys didn't know, this whole damn building is put up with M3 by 8s. I hate M3 by 8s. We have some hammerhead T-nuts. Some self-tapping M2 by 10s. God only knows what those are going to be used for. We have some more roll-in 2020 M3s, 57 of these suckers. That's a lot of them. You send some fan cash. Oh, that's going to go straight through to PayPal, buddy. It didn't show up. I didn't get an alert on that. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. What the heck just happened, man? Let me give you a thanks. Ba-ba-ba-bum-bum. Well, thank you for that, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I does appreciate it. Why on earth did Streamlabs not show up with the alert? Let me make sure I turn the alerts back on. Yeah, alerts are on. Where is it? Oh, that's why. Hold up. Hold up. The alert box got sent to the back of the bus on this scene for some reason. I do apologize for that. Thank you, Brad. Let me see if I can rerun that. Just so you get recognition. Because I'm all about recognition. Do 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 do. Let me go to layout editor. Mini feed, legacy events. Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Ouch. Live actions. Recent events. I don't mind stopping and doing this. I mean, it's just you went through Streamlabs and the Streamlabs didn't show it. That is bothering the snot out of me. Dashboard. Let me move this over here and go to the CloudBot, and the CloudBot is active there. CloudBot is active here. And the alert box is enabled. But for some redonkulous reason, it did not activate. That is so weird. It doesn't show. And it doesn't show in the events either. So let me undo this. Let me undo this. Undo this. Undo this. So that this is the only thing that shows. Wow. Yeah, it doesn't show it. I'm not sure what happened there. I do apologize, my friend, but thank you so much. Oh, it did show up. I do see it. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Get back to this. So we have some M3x5x4 heat inserts, not a lot of them. We have some SHCS M3x8s and some M3x25s. We have some giant M5 hex nuts. These are really flat suckers. And we have some M3 washers. We're going to save the little box here. We're going to save it. And then we have the extrusions. Precision cut. And look at that. Those are just gorgeous. And they appear to be all the exact same, oh, well, you know, almost the same cuts, except for the end pieces. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these, near all of these cuts, and these are just gorgeous. And then you have 4 of the end cuts, top and bottom, of these little guys here. Ta-da. And no, we're not going to start putting this in together today. We are not. Now, it had a limit cap, really? Through Streamlabs tip? That's very weird. Yes, and it did in fact come with this. Look at this, everybody. So it is confirmed that LDO is now sending necessary drivers. These are ball drivers with the kits. So this particular kit came with a 3mm, 2.5, and a 2. That is absolutely sick. So it's a great way to catch up on your collection of LDO hex drivers. Buy more kits. $10 max. That is so weird. I'll have to go look at my tip page and find out what the hell's going on with that. I apologize for that, my friend. The V0 just came with a small one. Well, because it's a V0. That's all you need is the smallest driver. But yay, man, these are cool. Oh, this is interesting. So the 2mm is not. Oh, okay, yeah, it is labeled LDO motors on one side. So these are only labeled LDO motors on one side. The other side they're not. But the really cool part is if you strip one of these things out, you just replace it. You just get in there, take it out, and replace it. That is absolutely cool. Just take another Allen key out and just cut it off and replace it. That's actually cool. The handles are nice. Very nice knurling on this. Very nice knurling. Speaking of knurling, by the way, I've got a guy that's trying to get me to purchase a vendor, I should say, out of India. They're trying to get me to purchase a desktop lathe. I keep telling him, send it to me for free. I'll review it, and we'll put it to use here on the channel. Because there is a lot of stuff for 3D printers I would love to actually make myself. All right. We have some clicky buttons. These look to be just some regular, I don't even know what switches these are, but they're just out of mechanical switches. They don't even look like, they're just generic cherry something or another switches. I don't know if they're cherry browns, cherry reds. But we have a power switch and a reset switch. The front I/O board. And then we have the connector crimp terminals. All of these seem to be 2-pin JSTs. And we have some 3x6 magnets, about 30 of them it looks like, M52s. And then some amplifier feet, which I'm not sure I'm going to use. There's a couple mods out there. People have said the dampening on these doesn't work very well, and to print your own out of TPU and a washer. So yeah, that is the kit, guys. What do you guys think? We're going to bring up the original Alan Mandic case here in just a minute. Let's change scenes here. Well, you guys don't need to see that. Here is the original case that Alan Mandic built. Mandic, really. And it is absolutely gorgeous. Mine's going to be a little bit different because they all have to be very unique and original. So we are going to be, all the black parts are going to be, are being printed, I should say, in Central 3D's Sparkle Black ABS Plus. They don't need to be. They can be printed in PLA. It's a PC case. ABS is absolutely not a requirement here. Neither is PETG. You can do PLA. You can do anything you want. Because heat is not an issue. I had actually thought about getting some really bright colors when I first thought about this. You know, stuff with Cookie CAD or some of the Polymakers really, really bright stuff. But I thought about it and I'm like, you know what? I want to do my own thing. So I reached out to Central 3D. They've sponsored me for a good long time now. And I said, look, guys, what can we do here? And then he sent me over 20 spools of filament. So we made this beautiful rack for them, and a couple of spools were dedicated just to this project. And I got to talk to him about getting some more because I have other needs. But it's Voron themed. Make it yours. Absolutely. Absolutely. So what we're going to do is it's going to be it's got a theme, and I'm not going to give the theme away quite yet. Um, I've talked to Brad about it, and I've talked to Projects in Dad's Garage about it, and a few other people. They know somewhat of what it's going to be. They don't know quite exactly what it's going to be. The one thing I did find out is this lower grill down here. The, when Alan printed that, he printed the solid version, not the hollow version. Now, I've already printed the hollow version, and it's right here. I have to do a little bit of cleanup work because I didn't dry the filament before I used it. But the print is beautiful. But what I'm going to do is print a back plate for it and do my own colors. Because he put that into Bamboo, not Bamboo Studio, but yeah, he put that into the slicer and sliced each individual hex into a different color and printed it out on his Prusa slicer using the Prusa XL or one of the many Prusa because he is sponsored by Prusa, which is awesome for him. So I have my own plan on how I'm going to do this. In one of the upcoming streams, we will be putting the case together. We'll start by putting the frame together. Now, I shouldn't have sat down. My back is killing me. You'll have to forgive me. It will be somewhat water cooled. We're going to be using an AIO because I can't afford a full open loop system. So we're going to be using an AIO. This one is from Thermalright. It's a fairly non-known company, but they've got really good ratings. They're all made by the same company, everybody. It's just everybody picks up and OEM's a name, right? There's only a few companies out there that make AIOs. Just so, but this one's actually kind of cool looking. It's got some really cool RGB on it. And I do have some really cool LEDs coming for this thing. They are super thins and will be actually lining the interior of the extrusion of the case with the actual LEDs. So they won't be fully visible, but they're super bright. So, and they are addressable RGB as well. So that's going to be pretty sick. We've only been live for a half hour, guys. Holy crap. What the frick? What the heck is going on? And funny enough, the final stream of this particular project will have to be done off of my laptop because we'll be tearing down the stream PC because all the guts from it will be going into this machine. So what do you guys think? You guys think this is going to be a fun project? Because here's the thing, I want your guys' input on a lot of this build. Because a lot of it will be able to be improved upon and built on the fly. It's not exactly a printer build. It's kind of a, it's a combination of all the worlds that I belong to. 3D printing, electronics, computers. I think it's going to be a fun deal. A fun deal. I mean, it's actually such a fun deal. I've actually considered designing my own case. 5090. No, I'm not taking the video card out of my gaming machine, which is not a 5090, it's a 5070. But it does, this does have a 3060 in it, so um I actually was thinking about building another one, but building it from scratch out of just, grabbing some 2020 extrusion and seeing where it leads for my gaming PC, and having one of you maniacs out there that has the capability to cut acrylic, make the panels for it. Because that PC is in the house and it's going to be used in the secondary studio when I'm not out here. And that machine's kind of a beast, but it does need to be rebuilt. And eventually I need to replace the motherboard and processor, so because it's a 10th generation i9. Do not get a Mac Mini. Mac Minis are good for general use. They're not good for streaming. They don't have enough space. You need space, damn it. You know this, Alex. But I am extraordinarily happy that this is here. It's actually been here for about a week now. I've been very patient since it got here. It's not been a week. It's only been 3 or 4 days. But I've been very, very patient since it got here about not fully opening everything up and snooping, because I wanted to share the experience with you guys. But I just did find out while we were opening the acrylic up that there are a number of parts that I don't need to print, because they are cut in acrylic and it does not show that in the instructions. It says I need to print them, which is hilarious. Well, it did awesome for streaming, but it's a mix of 1 to 2 and the other. It just doesn't have enough space. That's the issue. And upgrading space on those things is a nightmare. For your pocketbook, that is. It can be done. It just costs quite a bit of money. But I am glad that it did in fact not have any fans. I'm just wondering why the rear fan is a 160, 140 instead of a 120, as it says in the BOM list. But I'll just buy a 140 fan. They're not that expensive. And again, Brad, thank you so much for your tip. Thank you so much. You just got home from work. JPP in the house. SSD or NAS. Yeah, I mean, that's a way to go. But yeah, dang it. Oh, Lord. I mean, you have the Thunderbolt port and all that other good stuff you can do as well. So there's ways to do it. It's just the onboard is just expensive to update. I mean, to be fair, they are faster than the same generation i5s and i7s. It's just they just don't have the overhead that Windows does. So but yeah, let's go to the scene here. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, see, we're getting closer to the back wall here. I got to do some cut pieces, but the back wall's looking better. It's almost done. Yeah, except for it doesn't have the actual graphics capability. That's the only downside. So it was so to explain what was going on before stream, shortcut keys apparently started the background music software I have. It was weird. What's up, Kegel? How you doing, buddy? But yeah, so we have the Boron PC case kit by the one that Mandic put out and manufactured by LDO. I paid for it. It was not sponsored. Oh dear God, that hurts. And put the box there so I can recycle it. And I already printed parts that I didn't need to because they came in acrylic. But we have the feet and we have the front and back skirts and we have other stuff in the house that I haven't brought out yet. So we have a lot of stuff that's already been printed. But we have, dark panels in here, which I thought they were all going to come clear. I did not know that they were going to be black or smoked out. It does outperform your 3050. I don't know if that's because of bottlenecks or some other reason. But that's kind of interesting. Oh, Lordy. But we've got actually a lot going on in here. The Ender 6 is sitting over here, as you guys can see in the side camera here. Right there. We did get the proper 2mm JST connectors right here. So the JST PH connectors. So we could actually start wiring that up if you guys wanted to. I actually don't plan on streaming for very long today. Like I said, I'm not feeling too great. At the beginning of stream, I said that I started feeling ill on the way home from taking my wife to her sleep study. We had to stay overnight, and then I haven't felt very good ever since. And then 2 mornings ago, I should say, I woke up and I had a Charlie horse and my left leg, and I felt like it was so bad that it felt like I tore some muscle. And it's just been kicking my ass ever since. I don't know if I did or not, but it hurts. But I feel better today, physically. So, but the medication I'm on for my arthritis is an immune suppressant. So it's weird. I normally don't get sick. I'll get the common cold and crap like this. This actually feels like the flu type crap. It just blah, And I normally don't get that. So it's very strange. Not a normal feeling for me. I do have some plans for the Do Ender, by the way. We're actually going to be doing a couple upgrades to it. I was messing around with it the other night when I came out here. And we have a project to do with the other Ender 3 Max Neo that is going to surprise you guys. I already have all the parts for it, and I haven't told anybody what it is, and I'm still not going to tell anybody until we actually do that project. It's about 4 weeks out, based on the schedule for everything. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get this sucker printing, the Ender 6, because I'm going to need its big old bed to finish that one. Gonna grab some lunch? All right, buddy. Appreciate you stopping by. Absolutely. Video editing on a Mac is always faster. I don't know why. It's actually faster on the iPad Pro than almost anything. I just don't understand that. But I was given an opportunity for an unreleased project for a larger scale ender, and just as soon as the files are given to me, which I was told are going to be about 3 weeks out, yeah, we're going to try it. It's a hack 'em up project, so we're going to find out something cool. And if it destroys it, well, it's an ender, an old ender at that. But no, we're going to finish the Ender 6, get it up and running and printing, so I can get it going. And then we're going to save our pennies so we can actually do the Mercury 1 upgrade on that. After tax money gets here, we're going to finish insulating the ceiling. That's the first thing to do in this workshop, everybody, because it is 70 degrees here in Colorado. I am in shorts and a t-shirt. It's hot in here. The air conditioner just kicked on. Yeah. It is February 5th. It is 70 degrees in Colorado. And it is hot in this building. It's like 80. Hold on, I'll tell you how hot it is. 83. Oh, we got some notification. What was that? Mythic just resubscribed for 11 months. See, that came through. Hiya! Stop bragging? Absolutely not. So this is interesting. I turned off all the filters. And it still came through. Fascinating. But it still doesn't show your tip. That irritates me. You're just listening and building a shed. Kegel, don't build one from Amazon. At least not this one. This one hurt. If I had to do it all over again, I would build a wood shed, not this steel monstrosity from Amazon that I spent $8,000 on eventually. But in any case, guys, I mean, yeah, I got nothing much else to go on. This was going to be just a quick, unboxing live, just to let you guys know I actually got a project in, and it's all here. I don't have to go buy anything else other than the LEDs, and those are on their way. And apparently, I have to buy a fan. But motherboard, processor, power supply, all that's there. Power supply is brand new. I just bought that 850 watt power supply. So once the case is built, we're going to throw everything into it. Actually, after that, we're going to clean everything up real nice. And excuse me, we're going to get all the electronic. Well, actually, we're not going to put the PC into it yet. We're going to get all the other electronics into it, because we're going to have a 5-volt and a 12-volt power supply put in for the LEDs and the other fun stuff that I want to put into it. And I'm waiting. There's another project that goes into this. I'm waiting on a 10-inch LCD to show up. And I'm going to show you guys how to make a transparent LCD to put inside your PC case. So that'll be fun. And then we're going to do an LED ESP32 matrix inside the PC case on the back panel. So that'll be extra fun. But yeah, we've got a lot of things. This is going to be a fun project. We're going to make it shine, you know, like Japan at night. If you guys have ever seen Japan at night, there is LED glow everywhere. Kegel, it was. There is pictures on my playlist and videos. It's horrible. Don't do it. Yeah. I still have to insulate the roof of this place and put in a few extra. Yeah. Brain doesn't want to function on that part. We're talking other shit, and I don't want to talk about construction because I get PTSD over that right now. But after all that's taken care of, then we're going to start talking more printers. And after talking to the wife, there might be possibility of a, shall I say, Voron in the future of some sort. Now, whether I start off with a smaller Voron or I just jump into the deep end, as I normally do, that's to be decided. I'm going to talk to a few individuals about that, and a few companies, and find out what we can do. Because if I jump into the deep end, we're going to do it whole hog. Yeah. Absolutely whole hog. So, anywho, everybody, is there anybody streaming right now? I'm hungry. Oh, there's a Down Under maker streaming. That's why y'all aren't talking anymore. Because Phil's streaming. Well, here's what we're going to do. Customization. Let's see. Why does it never do similar Down Under? And we're just going to save that. And what we're going to do is I'm going to say adios, everybody. I'm going to go get some food. And Phil, yes, Phil, Down Under Maker. He's a really good guy from Australia. And tell Phil I said hi. Tell him I said his toilet flushes backwards and he's weird about it. And I'll probably see you guys over there in a few minutes. But peace over chicken grease. And bye-bye. How do I end this thing? I know. Bye, everybody.